Hey there, in this video, I want to show you how to make a correction on a piece that's already completed. It's already framed, mounted, ready to go. In fact, I had it in a show and it won first place, and I was so excited about that in the category of portraiture and figures. So that was very cool. But anyway, I forgot a very important element, and that is a nose ring. So you may be thinking, why in the world did you forget that? Or how was that even possible? And the only thing I can say is that I decided early on to leave it to the very end. And then I just got this. I forgot. So I don't have a good excuse for that. So it's mounted on an ampersand cradled board, and it's an inch and a half thick cradle on it, and this is called Hardboard by Ampersand. So it's a great board to use. It's got a little bit of dust on it now because it's been sitting for a while. So it's already been sprayed, it's already been fixed, and I've also got a gloss on it. But the cool thing about it is you can still go on top and then spray it one more time. So that's what's great about mounting in this way. No glass needed. So I've got pencils laid out here that I think will be the ones that I'm probably going to be using. So that's what I'm hoping. So let's go ahead and get into it here and start this process. So the nose ring is over on this side, and it's like a copper kind of color, like a bronze kind of copper color. And so it has some red in it, maybe some purples or whatever, but we need it to be in balance with everything else in the composition. So as I look at this, I think I'll start right in here. Now I'm using Warm Earth 70% in luminance. And what I quickly notice is that it's not doing anything. It's just sliding on the surface and not adhering to anything. So I'm switching over to a Pablo pencil, and this one is Pablo Burnt Sienna, however you want to pronounce that. And it's really not working all that well either. Tried bronze as well, and just tried a number of different pencils, gold in polychromos. And what I decided then was that I needed to get some tooth on that paper. I needed to renew the texture on the paper so that a pencil will rub off. It will adhere to something. It'll catch on something to adhere to the surface, right? So I'm using brush and pencil, colored pencil touch-up texture. That's the name of it. And I'm about to apply that here. I'm going to speed up this process some. One of the last pencils that I attempted was chocolate in Derwent drawing. It just worked a little bit better, not a whole lot. So I applied just a thin layer of the touch-up texture after shaking the bottle really well and allowed that to dry for about 15 minutes or so. And then it allowed me to place my pencils on top of that surface, that texture, because now it has something to hang on to. So the technique used here is to float in and out of a lot of darker and lighter values. That allows me to make a very subtle shift in the gradient or the gradation of these colors and values so that it is catching the light and then it's moving into an area where it doesn't have as much light hitting it. As much as I'm drawing the nose ring itself, the jewelry is not the only thing that I'm concerned with. I'm having to restate some of the colors and values on the nose itself surrounding this jewelry because that's the only way to make it fit within this particular space. I've got to make sure there's an equal balance, and it's a tight spot, so it's difficult just to stay in that positive space. This is the same technique that you use whenever you're drawing hair. Never tried touch-up texture? Check it out. It's another tool in your toolbox. Take care and stay sharp. Bye-bye.